I want to ask is that will you be able to use the Salsa while you ChaCha?
The simplicity of the design. The simplicity of the design should be the answer to that. That's why we put the one button there. You can basically do a lot of things just pressing a single button integration.
Is it true that HTC Sense is so easy to use that even Aki can use it?
Yeah, believe it or not. Is there any word on the HTC Thunderbolt in South Africa? Notwithstanding the launch of all of these fine products.
Thunderbolt is something that we just launched in the US right now. But there's like 4G networks rolled out, but we don't have it yet in Europe and not yet in South Africa. But as soon as there is networks be rolled out, then we will also have these kind of products in this part of the world.
But I think they ought just to add to that, you know, with the network speed we can have here today with HSPA and HSPA Plus, I think is amazing and is very, very strong for consumers to enjoy these smartphones.
Will HTC Watch be available in South Africa?
Good question.
We're working with a number of providers. It's obviously a question that's related to local content, so we're looking at that opportunity.
It won't be available from June, but I think we're looking towards the end of the year to make that available.
So HTC Flyer will be available
In April.
Actually, shipping, you know, this week at our event in London, we announced the 9th of May will basically be the consumer availability, and that will also apply to South Africa.
I just want to ask as well, you know, there have been issues with over-the-air updates of your previous products. The new range of products, what's the plan to keep the updates more regular and fresh? Because there have been big gaps in between the updates.
You mean specifically in South Africa? Yeah, actually we are basically just, you know, increasing the capacity and the server locally that we need to use here. I think for some specific reason, I think we actually have to have a local facility in South Africa.
Remember that whenever we release an update on a photo, it needs to be approved by the operator first. So we might squeeze a lot more fixes into far fewer updates, but we cannot just release an update that has an effect on a Vodacom network or an RMC network. It's an option. You can use Wi-Fi or 3G. Up to you. It's free. Yeah.
And every size of download?
It depends, again, what are we doing? So if it's a little Bluetooth fix, it could be from a couple of K to a couple of meg. But if you do a full-on OS, it will be about 50, 60 meg. No.
But in terms of actually getting the updates, we recommend it. And there's a message that usually comes, would you like to do that update over your network provider, or would you like to do that update over Wi-Fi? So you have the choice in terms of controlling your data spend.
And should the operator zero rate it, is Vodacom right there? You can answer that for you.
What's the likelihood of the
I think it's actually pretty good. Yeah.
That's zero rated?
Yep.
So just to double check, it's only the Sensation that will be network exclusive to Vodacom, the rest of the handsets and the tablet will be available to all other operators in South Africa?
Correct. It's exclusive for a period, not forever.
For the launch.
For what length of time?
At least 1 month for the initial.
Hi, I just wanted to ask a question about these devices. You know, as the years go on, processing power inside these phones get better and better, and the bigger screens, bigger, brighter screens, and the battery life seems to get worse and worse. I know on my smartphone I can't get past mid-afternoon without having to give it a charge. What work are companies like HTC doing specifically around battery technology to try and resolve this problem?
We're doing a lot actually, and especially on if you take the 3 phones that Stefan first introduced, which build on, you know, our last year's hit model, the Desire S, Wildfire S, they all have significant improvements because there you can really compare like for like, let's say, with the previous model. And then obviously, but even for new products such as the HTC Sensation, where obviously let's say the formula works slightly different because you have a completely even faster dual-core processor, even bigger, brighter display. So obviously, and which will probably trigger users to even enjoy more and use those phones more. But even on those, we actually are working both on the software to make it smarter and more intelligent how they consume the power, but also on the actual battery side to increase that as well. So VR, for us, that is very important.
There are two main innovation, if you will, directions. One is working very closely with Qualcomm and getting the latest series of chipsets that have got optimized power consumption. And all of the products shown today use the latest generation, second generation of the 1 GHz chipsets. And the second thing is effectively increasing the capacity of the battery. So for example, if you take the HTC Sensation, it's got a 1500 milliamp battery, which should give you more power and obviously more duration through the day.